Bougie Gang, guess what? Your lunch is ready. Portia and Lambo are serving today. Girl, can you hear it? It's like the damn dog park. Good afternoon, Bougie Gang. Yes. Bougie Gang, your lunch is ready. Welcome. And we'll be getting things started in just a moment. Yes, it was a lot, but it wasn't the outcome that we expected. The outcome was not outcoming, okay? The outcome didn't give, but it's the gift that keeps on giving, okay? Could you guys shut up? Lambo, Portia. Oh my God. Hi guys, we are in the bushes. Girl, we've been in the bushes this morning, reporting live from the bushes of the Zoom bushes, okay? We were in the bushes, but not in the bushes because the judicial assistant made us check in. So yes, this was reporting live. Now I do have we will watch some. I have for you to watch. I have not edited this down, so this is just going to be like rough. It took like an hour and a half to go through literally probably about 10 minutes of court as per usual, right? So I didn't want to keep you guys waiting any longer. The reason why I did not broadcast it live, number one, at that moment, I did not have a Rule 22 to broadcast it on my channel per se. Also, but once I made my presence known, gave my name, all of the things. Your girl was placed in the waiting room and represented myself as the media and was permitted entry into the meeting, right? So because we are reporting, right? Okay. Hello, everyone. Thank you guys for coming in so quickly. So, we were waiting. Hold on. So I clocked in early, like I said I would. And the judicial assistant put us in hold pattern. Let's see. Hold on. Let's see how it went. It was very interesting. There was a whole entire cast of characters that showed up. If you want to see the entire live, of course, it's in members, but we're going to go through some of it now. Okay. So let's get into it and welcome. It's August Lady's birthday today, guys. Anyone who's having a birthday today, be blessed. Okay. Be blessed, not stressed. And happy birthday to the good sis, and it's Virgo season, and all of the things. Okay, but yes, wish our good sis August lady, a wonderful and happy birthday on some Virgo. Okay, period. All right, let's get into it. If I show it like this is going to totally confuse you guys. So I'm just going to do a full screen capture. But this was me waiting. And we were waiting. And let's just. He's going to let us in just a second. Okay. Cord from my probably won't click on until 1 o'clock. Well, last time it was, oh, here we go. Oh my God. I was so nervous we were going to get the boot. Girl, Sean Hoover's in.
All right. If somebody has two devices going, please make sure that's turned off.
Why can't I hear?
All right. I'm a little early, but the waiting room was getting really full, and somehow they've scheduled 3 hearings for me at 1 o'clock today, and then more to follow after that. So let me see who's here today and on what cases. If you are not on camera, please do so. All right. Okay, Ms. Evans, I know you're here on Strawberry versus Williams. Anybody else on Strawberry versus Williams?
Here.
Okay. See, it's identified as Plunder LLC. What is your relationship to the case?
Media.
Okay.
Your Honor, I'm Regina Edwards. I represent the petitioner. I don't think Mr. Williams is represented.
Okay.
Let me just say this. At that moment, I was so worried that Miss Edwards was going to, like, I don't know if I was having like imposter syndrome at the moment, but I mean, I just wasn't sure that they were going to allow the bloggers in. So at that moment, I was super nervous. I'm not gonna lie, but it went okay. And Miss Edwards didn't say a word. But when Sean Hoover checked in, I was also kind of like, oh my God, is he gonna ask, considering the gag order and all that stuff? I mean, they clearly got faces with the names today showing up. This guy right here, excuse Portia in the background. If you can see my pointer right here, Doug, next to Miss Edwards. Doug, that's the investigator. So Joe, you hear the name Joe, not Joey, Joe. This is who's right next to Miss Edwards right here. I'm kind of scrolling through everybody. So you'll see in the audio. Okay. So I'm getting ready to go back on and just let this play for a bit.
Do we know if Mr. Williams is present? Anybody, is Mr. Williams here?
Your Honor, my name is Sean Hoover. I represent Mr. Williams on another case that's related to this one. He is not present on the screen as of right now.
Okay, and I just sent a message asking if arrangements were made for him. All right. Mrs. Allen, could you tell me what case you're here on?
Strawberry versus Williams. Media.
Okay.
And Judge Miller, this is Wisdom's daughter, and I'm also here for Strawberry versus Ernest Williams Media.
Okay. Shanae Davis, you're on mute.
Good afternoon.
What case are you here on?
It's for Wiggins versus Davis.
Okay. You are one of the 3 cases. All right. See, Mr. Belisle, am I close?
Yes, Your Honor. Investigator Bilal, Georgia Public Defender's Counsel. I'm here as an observer with Mr. Hoover.
Okay. Ms. Prosper, you said you were media.
Oh.
Could they not hear me? I was having technical.
Your Honor, I think my client might be in the wrong Zoom meeting. I just got a notification she joined a different Zoom meeting. So I've emailed her the correct ID for this.
Okay, we will hold for her to enter the room. Somebody just entered the room, named Lauren Stewart.
Yes, Your Honor, she's an attorney in my office.
Okay. Do I have anybody here on Stice versus Stice? Michael Stice versus Barbara Stice.
Okay, at this moment, he's basically kind of doing like a roll call. I mean, you guys know how Zoom meetings work, but basically they're doing a roll call at this moment, checking everyone in. Shirley is not even in the room yet because as I mentioned, well, I didn't mention this to you guys, but I noticed on the docket last week on the 22nd that there had been an update to the Zoom meeting. So, I went ahead and updated it, but if you're not looking, there was a Zoom meeting posted right after the last hearing last month, and it had a whole different Zoom meeting ID number. So there was a new one posted last week, and I guess Cobb County takes 2 weeks to be able to, I guess, I don't know, process their mail or make an arrangement for someone to be on a Zoom meeting. Sean does kind of chime in, so you'll hear that in just a second. So we're going to kind of zip through this. If you want to watch the whole thing, be my guest. But we'll go through the interesting parts, but there's a lot of kind of downtime as you're going to see. So, but after they do the check-in and basically put us on hold, then we'll come back. It'll be like a brief, not a brief, but it was probably about 30 or so minutes. And then you'll hear how the outcome goes. Okay. You'll hear the final outcome, I guess is what I was trying to say.
Attorneys Campbell, Richard, and Kimberly Gimson Ader.
Shirley was giving bothered towards
Somebody
the end. I
entering
don't
the
blame
room,
her.
identified as Isaiah.
Yes, I'm here. Isaiah Wiggins.
Wiggins.
Yes.
Okay. All right. I'm going to take Wiggins versus Stewart first. And
If you notice, look at Belinda down here. She's talking to someone. She's probably talking to Shirley on the phone. And I'm quite sure, look, I'm not just being paranoid, but at the end of the day, they know some of the players. They know who's covering this story, right? If Shirley doesn't, the lawyers do, of course. And I don't know what their feelings are about all of us being on deck, but folk on deck from at least the blogs, right? Look at Belinda right there. Miss Edwards. Yeah, they know what's going on.
Bria Nkudu, was that part of,
Yes, I'm here.
were you on the Strawberry case?
No, I'm James versus James.
James versus James. And what time is your case?
110.
Okay.
Miss Edwards right here is Shirley's lawyer, Mr. Berries. There's our good sis Nyla. There's the lady from Plunder. There's me in the green. The green is for the money, okay, and the gold is for the honeys, okay. And then here is Miss Belinda right over here. And then we have Mr. Sean. Hold on a second. We've got Wisdom's daughter down here. And we've got Sean. And we also have the self-identified as Mr. Doug Belisle, who identified himself from the Georgia Public Defenders.
Your Honor, I spoke to her. She had a prior link, so she should be logging on shortly.
Okay, so there was
Okay.
Doug, Mr. Sean. So YouTube Streets is very well represented on here. And Nesto did have some lawyers, but they're observing.
Okay, great. Okay. All right.
Regina, excuse me. Why
I'm
do I
going
keep saying Belinda?
to
My bad, y'all. Sorry about that. My bad. Miss Regina. Yes.
admit 2 more people.
Thank you for that. I appreciate it.
Okay, I've got somebody else from looks like the public defenders. And okay, Ms. Walker, what case are you here on?
I'm observing on the Williams versus Williams matter.
So Joy Walker is the lawyer who's assigned to him for the creepy yogi. So what's the creepy yogi? The aggravated sexual assault, the SA charges, and the corn. So the child pornography charges. That is what Joy is assigned to, and then Sean.
Okay. And
Mr. Williams is my client in another matter.
okay.
Okay, you guys might have missed that part, but she does say something about Sean representing for another. We'll go back to that before we progress.
All right. If you haven't identified yourself for a case that I've called so far, could you please come on camera, unmute yourself. I see Mr. James is here on James versus James. Okay. Well, I apologize to everyone. It looks like they more than double booked me and triple booked me. I'm going to take, how long, Ms. Edwards, for your case?
It really should be about 5 minutes. There's been no answer, and he's not here, and he's not represented. So my client is just seeking a divorce.
Okay. I'm going to wait, and my understanding is he still in Cobb County Jail? Or
I believe so. Mr. Hoover could answer that probably.
That's correct, Your Honor. He still is.
okay. And Mr. Hoover, I think you say you're representing on another matter or, and not this one?
Yes, Your Honor, we represent him on another matter that is tied to this one, but not actually this one.
Okay,
I mean, I can explain, Your Honor, if you're curious.
please do.
Mr. Williams has a multi-count indictment for several things, including bigamy. So we believe that Mr. Williams married several other ladies around the time that he married my client as well. So I believe that's one of the charges that he's charged with, and Mr. Hoover is defending. There's a whole laundry list of things.
Okay.
Look at Mr. Hoover's face. Jair said, I want to identify myself. I'm Jair. I'm here for the bullshit. Look, let me tell you something. Look at Sean Hoover's face. Sean Hoover looks like, well, damn. Thanks, Miss Edwards. Thanks, Miss Edwards. Okay. A laundry list, multi-count indictment. Did anyone say Rico? Okay. All right. Well, Miss Edwards dropped that bomb. Okay. All right. Let me go back on.
I'm going to, I've got a message to my litigation manager to see if arrangements were made to have him present. And so I'm going to hold on that. I'm going to put everybody back in the waiting room while I take this next case. And that will be Wiggins and Davis, I believe. Yes, Wiggins versus Davis is going to take first. All right. Ms. Prosper, you were with the strawberry case.
I'm like, why you got to keep saying my name? Okay. Girl, sir, why do we have to keep saying my name? Okay. So then we got to, he put us all back in the waiting room. You know, I really think that they should have walked him an invitation and sent him a damn kite, whatever they needed to make sure that he was there. Yo, okay, but I mean, okay. Oh, I was having FOMO. I was having imposter syndrome. I didn't know if my blogger card was getting ready to be pulled. I didn't know what was happening at this moment. I was like, Nyla, are you in? I was paranoid. I was like, are they going to pull my blogger card? Is Miss Edwards going to give us the boot? Is Doug going to kick us out? Is Sean going to tell on us? I was really nervous. You guys know, if you guys were in the live, sis was stressing. Okay. All right. Let me advance because some of you guys are really just here for, and how did it turn out? Okay. I'm going to, through the magic of time and audio tape, we're going to breeze right through the future. Some of us had to sit through it. You guys don't. So we're going to just advance to the good part. And here we go. Okay. Boom. All right. Like I said, if you want to watch this whole thing, it's in members and you guys are welcome to it. I will chop it up and make a little bit of a cleaner copy and consolidate down a little bit more. But this is basically what you're here for. Let's get to it.
Someone is?
That was me.
Okay.
Thank you. Okay. So it appears that our office was not able to, did not timely request the presence of Mr. Williams. They required 2 weeks notice. Is one of his attorneys present?
He doesn't have an attorney in the divorce case, but Mr. Hoover represents him in the criminal case. I see him.
Mr. Hoover?
Yes, Your Honor, that's correct.
Okay. I don't know if you're willing to assist me. My office was looking into it, I guess Cobb County requires 2 weeks notice, and they need date of birth, inmate number, and the full name. Is that something you can provide to Ms. Edwards or to my litigation manager, Jocelyn Mejia?
Yes, Your Honor. If I can get that contact information, I can get all that for you.
All right, let me.
Your Honor, can I just put something on the record real quick?
Yeah.
As the court, I'm sure, is aware, there's been no answer. So Mr. Williams is not entitled to notice of a hearing at all. We just gave it to him out of courtesy, but the case is ripe to be finalized, and he's been properly
I
served.
understand that, but given the circumstances, his ability to be here with the notice was hampered by the fact that our office didn't make the necessary arrangements.
Okay.
Um,
Shirley was serving extra bothered at this moment, which I don't blame her.
Mr. Hoover, I just sent you in the chat her email address, and spelling of her name is important. Okay, Ms. Edwards, we're gonna reset this for about 3 weeks out. So, and I'll make sure that the notice is given to Cobb County.
Okay. And Your Honor, do we have a specific date yet?
I'm asking you to get your calendar out.
I'm looking at it.
Okay. And so I'm looking at the week of the 16th or the following week.
Are there any particular days during that week? Oh, I'm on the wrong month. Sorry. September.
You tell me if there's any problems. And
I'm available the 17th, 18th, and then 19th in the morning.
okay. What about either the 25th or 26th?
I am not available on the 26th. I'm speaking at a bar event. On the
Okay.
25th, is there a morning or afternoon slot? I have a mediation, but I could work around it.
It's in the afternoon slot.
I'll take it. I'll figure it out with my mediation.
Okay. Okay, case is rescheduled for September 25th at let's see, put you in at 1:45.
And I assume that you will send a reset notice and that,
Yes,
and then
and
the judge's office will be, okay.
I've got notes in here that Cobb County needs to be dealt with.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Thank you, Ms. Strawberry. I'm gonna call you in a minute. Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay. Case of Strawberry versus Williams is excused. See Mr. James.
Okay, guys. Yes, case of Strawberry and Williams was excused, and they will be back. Let me come back. Hey, guys. Sharon, thank you so much, hon. Thank you. Thank you to my new member, the Real Brown Family Chronicles. Philly Girl, thank you guys so much for supporting. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, Sharon. Appreciate it. Okay, guys, that's basically what happened. It's another continuance. Shirley, let me just, the fashion, we didn't see her whole entire outfit. Sis could have had on jeans, and that would have been fine too. She has on a beautiful blazer. I don't know if it's navy or black. It's a monochromatic, very nice business look with pearls and a pearl brooch and a red lip and a very nicely defined eyebrow and her hair laid down. A beautiful, very light, smoky eye, and she looks amazing. Perfect for a divorce. Giving oh so much handling my business, and I absolutely love it. She's such an attractive woman, and she's always so well dressed. And look, at the end of the day, marriage is a wonderful thing, and I hate it for anyone going through a divorce, but I feel like this, I'd rather have it done right than have procedural missteps or mishaps. So it's better for her, period, to have this be a little bit delayed, and have it be to the T, rather than have to revisit this thing again in the future. You know what I mean? Like, I hate it for her, but at the end of the day, it's a good thing to make sure that all T's are crossed and all I's are dotted, especially when Miss Edwards dropped a bomb on everybody about the bigamy charges and the multi-count indictment. Miss Edwards did not disappoint in her dropping of tea and her smirking and her giving all of the information. Let's hear it one more time, and then I'm gonna let y'all go.
Williams has a multi-count indictment for several things, including bigamy.
Look at Mr. Hoover's
so we believe
face.
that Mr. Williams married several other ladies around the time that he married my client as well. So I believe that's one of the charges that he's charged with, and Mr. Hoover is defending. There's a whole laundry list of things.
Okay. I'm going to, I've got a message to my litigation manager to see if arrangements were made to have him present. And so I'm going to hold on that. I'm going to put everybody back in the waiting room while I take this next case, and that will be Wiggins.
Yeah, I mean, if she did anything, she entered into the record in a very sly way, and I mean that just as the meaning it, like she slid it on in there that Sir has a multi-count indictment. This is the reason why he's in Cobb County. He is under a multi-count indictment to include bigamy. It's on the record. So if anybody goes back on this divorce, what Shirley didn't put into the complaint was definitely entered into the record, that Sir has issues. And, I think she did. Look, ma'am's doing her job. At the end of the day, she's doing her job, and it is what it is. But you guys, that's pretty much it. That's it. We'll get back together in a little while. But this is the latest. YouTube Streets was holding it down um for YouTube. We were all there. Um and so I'm sure this won't be the last that you're hearing of this on today. But yeah, Shirley Strawberry is still Shirley Williams. It's still Williams versus Williams. And it's going to be continued next month, September, I think they said September 25th at 1:45. So we will be revisiting this one more time. But I think Sean has now involved himself into this case and has no choice. The judge has requested his assistance, and they are going to deal with Cobb County and make sure that they give Nesto adequate, above and beyond adequate notice to show up. And if he chooses to not, which he I guess he still doesn't have to, they will have it on record from him one way or the other, by hook or by crook, that he's not showing up for a reason. And if you're just now coming in, you can slide the bar back. But let's see, let me find Shirley. Shirley was giving very much oh so bothered, rightfully so, because sis is still tied to Nesto. Okay, sis is still, she is not divorced on today. Divorce, if she was having her own divorce party, is canceled. When she took those glasses off, I was like, I already know what it is. Sis was not happy. Okay, it was definitely giving very much bothered. And you know what I'm saying? Like, she's going to have to pay for this. I don't know if you pay a flat fee for a divorce, but I would imagine every time you have to take the attorney's time to show up to another court proceeding, that costs, I'm assuming. I don't know. Maybe she, like I said, maybe she paid a flat fee. I don't know. I'd be shocked if he does show up. If he shows up, baby, if he shows up, we will be there. What time are we going to be there? We're going to be there on the 24th at 1:45. Okay, we're going to be there a day in advance. Okay. So they want him to show, and if he doesn't show, at least the court can say they did what they did. Miss Edwards did what she did, and it's Regina, not Belinda. I don't know why there's a Belinda on the brain for some reason. But it's Regina Edwards. Miss Edwards is Shirley's attorney. There were many people on the check-in. Sean Hoover was there. Miss Joy Walker was there. There was another lady from the public defender's office. Mr. Doug Bilal was there. Of course, Shirley's attorney was there. We had the judge, and we had many, many, many folks from the YouTube streets holding it down to give this reporting information that you guys want. So yeah, Shirley was not looking happy. Okay. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna let you guys go. The whole uncut is in members, and I'm gonna post it to Patreon if you're a patron. It'll be over there shortly, the whole entire live. But we were just talking in between, and that's it. That's all. Okay. Thank you, TJ. Thank you for coming through, sis. I appreciate that. Thank you for supporting KK. Hey, boo boo. Poor Shirley. Yeah, but you know what? It's better to have it done right than do it fast. You know what I mean? And not to say the lawyers aren't doing it right, but procedurally, let's just check every box. Check every box, and it will be done, right? It'll be done sooner than later. So anyway, you guys have a good one. I love you guys. Make sure to hit the like button for me, aka the thumbs up. And I will see you guys a little bit later. We'll come back and talk about it a little bit later. Okay. You guys take care. Bye.